Hello students, so I welcome you all to the lecture series of physics. As you know, we have started our chapter of units and measurement, and in the previous lecture of this chapter, we have seen the significance of a measurement. We also seen that whenever a physical quantity is being described, it is being described by two things, the magnitude and the unit assigned to that physical quantity. Now we have also seen the categorization of physical quantity into fundamental and the derived set of quantities. We have also learned a lot about the internationally accepted the SI system, in which we have seen there are 7 base quantities along with the 2 supplementary quantities. Now it's a time to see how we are going to measure these physical quantities. But in this today's lecture, we are going to discuss only about 3 most important physical quantities like mass, length and time, and we are going to see how we are going to measure them. But before jumping to the measurement part, let me just tell you that every measurement needs a scale. That means every scale should have its marking, its division to be mentioned before you are proceeding for an experiment. Let's suppose I want to measure the distance of the earth and the moon and I have a 1 meter scale. Can you measure it? No. So depending upon the question, depending upon the situation, you need to employ the technique or the experimentation that is going to give you the desired result. So let's proceed with the first category, that is measurement of length. So in the first category, measurement of length, we have different methods and instruments for measuring different ranges of length. For example, in day-to-day life, we have the measurement instruments. Like the first category is ruler. It measures between 10 to the power minus 3 meter to 10 to the power 2 meter. So this range is actually starting from 1 millimeter to 100 meter. So for those objects which are large in size and you can able to see that, ruler is a good option for you. But the minimum length that a ruler can measure is 1 millimeter and the maximum, for example, is taken as 100 meters. Now the next is vernier calipers. Now vernier caliper is a device you might have seen in your classrooms or physics practical labs, which measures smaller distances of about 10 to the power minus 4 meter. So we have a more precise instrument. Then the next category is micrometer screw gauge that measures smaller distances of about 10 to the power minus 5 meter. So here 3 devices are being taken with us. The maximum length that we can measure is 10 to the power 2 meter and the minimum that we can see is 10 to the power minus 5. So we are working into this range of lengths and we are going to find out how we are going to measure it. So let's proceed with the first thing is a ruler. Now this is actually a 15 centimeter or 6 inches ruler you might have seen in your geometry box. Now this ruler has 2 types of markings. One is a longer marking and another is a smaller division. So the longer markings are on the centimeter side are representing the centimeter like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and the lower markings are actually millimeter. So every centimeter is equally divided into 10 divisions. So the minimum length that you can measure using this device ruler is actually 1 millimeter. So for example, let's suppose I have an object. So that object is being placed such that the length of the object is in parallel to the plane of the scale. Now the starting of that object should coincide with the 0 mark of the scale and the other end of that object should label the length of the object. So for example, let's suppose here I am taking an object which started from 0, extends up to, let's suppose, 5.4. Now, how do I say 5.4? So since it is crossing the 5 centimeter mark, so obviously the length is more than 5. Now we see that the 4 divisions after 5 are also being crossed. So that's why the length of this rod comes out to be 5.4 centimeter. Yes, so we can write over here. Length of the rod is actually 5.4 centimeter. Now how do we decide that it's 0.4 or it's 0.5 or it's 0.3? So we have 3 options. This is 0.3, this is 0.4 and this is 0.5. Now how to decide that which division is actually coinciding with it? This depends upon the experimenter. But the most important thing you can clearly see, either you are labeling this reading as 0.3 or 0.5, the maximum uncertainty in your measurement can be 1 millimeter. So the minimum length that a ruler can measure is actually 1 millimeter. So the uncertainty in the measurement from the ruler will also be 1 millimeter. So here also I can write one more important thing, that the least count of the ruler over here, least count of the given ruler, this centimeter scale I am talking about, is equal to 1 millimeter, because 1 centimeter is being divided into 10 equal markings. So here we can say that 1 centimeter is broken into 10 equal divisions. So length of one division is equally 1 by 10 centimeter. I hope this is very clear to you. So that's how the least count of the given ruler comes out to be 1 millimeter. So since we are not able to measure the length of an object up to the second decimal places in centimeter, we need to employ a better instrument for measuring length. So the next category of measuring device that we have is a vernier caliper. Now vernier caliper is a device which can measure smaller distances, about 10 to the power minus 4 meter. So actually it is 1 by 10 of a millimeter. Actually 10 to the power minus 3 meter is actually 1 millimeter. So 10 to the power minus 4 meter is simply 1 by 10 of a millimeter. So here we have a better precision and we can find out the second decimal place in centimeters. Now this is the basic construction of a vernier caliper. Here I have taken the most basic version of the vernier caliper that we have. Here this is the main scale that we have. Okay. Now on the main scale we have the markings exactly same as that of a ruler. That is the centimeter markings along with the mm marking, like equal 10 divisions between 1 centimeter. Now the next most important section of the vernier caliper that makes it different from the general ruler that we have is the vernier scale. Now here a metallic strip is being attached with the main scale and that is in movable nature. Now this vernier scale section has certain type of markings. Here I have assumed that these markings are placed such that 10 divisions of the vernier scale are going to coincide with the 9 divisions of the main scale. So here I have chosen the convention over here for particularly this vernier caliper. Ten vernier scale divisions is equal to 9 main scale division. So it depends upon you what kind of vernier caliper you are constructing. Here I have considered that 10 vernier scale divisions are equal to the 9 main scale divisions. Now how to proceed or how to utilize this kind of scale? Now this vernier scale can be utilized in 3 manners. The first manner is when you want to find out the external length or the external diameter of an object. For example, here I have taken a ball which is having a certain diameter d and that is being placed between 2 external jaws of the vernier caliper. And yes, how to proceed and how to measure the unit I am going to tell you, but this is one of the methods in which vernier caliper can be used. Now the next method is to use the internal jaws. Let's suppose I have a container. Here this is the container which is shown as a dotted line and you want to measure the inner diameter of that container. So these inner jaws can be adjusted into a container such that they firmly press against the inner walls of the container and then the readings can be taken from the main scale as well as the vernier scale. Now the third category is the depth of a container. Let's suppose I have a small cylinder. I insert this strip into that container and up to the edge I need to keep this length by adjustment of the vernier scale. So the depth of a container can be measured, the inner diameter can also be measured, and also the external diameter of an object can be measured using the vernier scale. I hope this is very clear to you. Now the physical quantity that makes it different from the ruler is its least count. What is the least count? Least count is that minimum length that a device can measure. So in the case of ruler, if you remember, the minimum length that we can measure is actually 1 millimeter. Here we have an extra advantage to that. Now, the least count of this particular vernier caliper is 1/10th of a millimeter. That is 1/10th of the least count of a general ruler. So how to proceed with that? Least count has a formula which says least count is equal to smallest division on the main scale divided by the total number of divisions on the vernier scale. As I just told you, here I have considered the main scale to be exactly same as that of a ruler. So obviously smallest division on the main scale that we have, what is the division that we can measure, is 1 millimeter. So here I can write that also. So this is 1 millimeter. Now, total number of divisions in a vernier scale. Tell me, the example that we have taken, as I just told you, 10 vernier scale divisions is actually equal to 9 main scale divisions. I hope this is very clear to you. So ultimately, I have 10 divisions on the vernier scale. So obviously, this number would be 10, and we have the least count of given vernier caliper is equal to 1/10 of a millimeter, or we can say 10 to the power minus 4 meter. I hope this is very clear to you. Now, depending upon the situation, you can vary the number of divisions which are coinciding over here, and then you can have a better least count. But here, for simplification and for your understanding, I have taken a sample. I hope this discussion is very clear to you. Now, let's see how to proceed and how to find out what is the actual length of an object. Now, for that, we know we have calculated the least count. The length is being calculated by this formula, which is equal to the main scale reading plus in the bracket vernier scale reading multiplied with the least count. Now, how to proceed with that? Now, how this formula is being applied and how you are going to measure the reading from the vernier scale, let's see that. Here I have taken the vernier scale. Now, let's suppose I have a metal ball which has a certain external radius. So that metal ball is being placed between the external jaws of this vernier caliper. Now what is going to happen? You need to first take the main scale reading. So on the main scale, let's suppose the reading that you are getting is actually 2.4 of a centimeter. Now, how to proceed further? You know one thing, that the 10 divisions of the vernier scale are coinciding with the 9 readings of the main scale. Now obviously what is going to happen, every reading on the vernier scale is marked with a number like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 up to 10. Now you need to find out that which of the markings of the vernier scale is coinciding with any of the readings of the main scale that we have. Now that number you need to note. For example, let's suppose the 6th division on the vernier caliper is coinciding with any general division on the main scale. So what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the length. Length is equal to the main scale reading, which is 2.4, then plus in the bracket, what is the least count of the device? Least count is 0.1 millimeter and multiplied with, yes, the number 6 that we have calculated. And if you solve it further, the length of that object will come out to be 2.46. Now, in this question, if you see very closely, earlier we are able to find out only up to the first decimal place in the centimeter value. But here, in the same system of unit, that is in the centimeter, we are able to find out even the second decimal place. So that's a better measurement using the device vernier caliper. Now, I hope the idea of a vernier caliper is very clear to you. So that's all in the segment. In the next segment, we are going to add up to your knowledge a new device that is called micrometer screw gauge, along with the measurement of more detailed quantities like time and mass.